Holy shit. अरे अंकल क्या कर रहा है? Time the bike had crossed third. Whoa, is he mad? So the fourth point where I feel the Dominar can be better in terms of ownership. Holy shit. Fourth point where I feel that the Dominar can be a better bike for a couple of you guys is when it comes to simplicity. Now when you see this setup, there's a lot going on the dashboard. You have the tachometer, the speedometer, the temperature, the battery, ye wo. A lot of things are going on the dashboard, and that can be confusing for some people. They don't prefer to have those gizmos and gadgets like I used to before when I was pretty young back then. So for those people who don't prefer to have rider aids, it can be a very good option because you don't get anything. It's a very raw bike, and the engine is so well tuned that you can't go wrong with it as well. Whereas in this case of this KTM, it's packed with a lot of gadgetry like lean sensors, ABS, traction control, ride modes and stuff. Whereas the Dominar is completely opposite. It's more focused, it's more calm. It's like a relaxed cruiser. You can just trot around on it at triple digits, not to worry. Even if you do give it a abrupt burst of speed, in my entire 6 years I've not had a wheel sorry I've had a wheel spin on my bike only once, only once, and that too it was pretty much manageable. I mean, it was galti se hua tha signal pe, but then it was just out of eagerness to get out of the signal, and the rear just slid completely, and I was just going straight, the revs were going up, and then the rear started drifting, and I had to control it, kind of counter steer and blah 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 stuff like that. But yeah, bottom line is that it's a very simple bike, it's a very sober bike, and it's good. I mean, it has a particular function, and it serves the functions pretty well. And I feel that's one point where the Dominar can appeal a lot of guys who prefer simplicity over all these gadgets and gadgetry and gizmos and stuff. And personally speaking, also in my experience, I've owned the bike for so long, you don't really need any traction control on that bike. It's very docile, it's very sober version of what a bike can be. You can call, if this is like a brat, that's like a gentleman. To put it in the right terms, you can't end the praises on that bike, I'll be honest. I gotta be careful on these metal grates, man. Arey chacha. Whoa, can't, I don't think so I will be able to go. Thank God. So that's one reason why I feel the Dominar can appeal a lot of riders. The fifth point, you can call it a bonus point, which can appeal a lot of riders. I mean, it did appeal to me also once upon a time when I had the first gen. Is that the upgraded version, the second gen model, has too good of an exhaust note. It's bassy, it's not too loud, it's just about right. It sounds too sweet, it sounds very good. Yeah, the new version sounds just too good. And I gotta be very honest, man, I was kind of surprised when I heard the new version with those dual barrel exhausts and stuff, and it's a very sweet sounding machine, the new one. That's one of the reasons why it can appeal a couple of you guys who prefer to have a bike with a vocal note. I'm gonna get fried, man. I absolutely hate this signal, man.
A few moments later.
Oh fuck, man, that's 130 seconds, almost more than 2 minutes, man.
2,000 years later.
So yeah, we've praised the Dominar a lot. Now let's talk about the negatives. I mean, there aren't many negatives. There's just a couple of them. The first one I will definitely say that is the vibrations. When I had bought the bike, the vibrations were pretty much contained, and it was pretty much smooth. But as it aged, as I used the bike a lot, the vibrations just increased multifolds to a level where you could just feel it in the handlebar and foot pegs. But then that's a Bajaj, that's a price you have to pay for it being a Bajaj. You can't expect it to be an Indian bike and then behave like a Japanese one. It can be a deal breaker for a lot of you guys, but then for me it was not really much of an issue because I generally travel around everywhere with riding gear and boots. So for me it used to be tolerable, but for the pillion, sometimes it used to leave a tingling sensation in the feet when my wife used to sit over there. Second is the quality of parts. I mean, I gotta hand it to Bajaj. They've improved a lot since the ages of the Pulsar DTSI. I had the 150 back in 2003 and 4, if I'm not wrong. I don't quite recollect. But then the quality back then and the quality today is pretty good, but it's still not up to the mark.
One eternity later.
Whoa. अरे अंकल क्या कर रहा है? Yeah, so as I was saying, by the time the bike had crossed third, whoa, is he mad? So I don't know quite about the second gen. A friend of mine has a second gen. I've not really ridden it anytime, and but he really vouches for the entire performance and the refinement of the bike. But I am not quite sure, being a Bajaj owner for quite some time, I still feel that they have room for improvement. So that can be kind of a deal breaker for you guys. So yeah, that's it. I've given you a couple of pointers what I feel about the Dominar can be good and bad. Since I've owned the bike for 6 years, I thought why not start with that bike first and give you guys a pointer of the bike so that it can help you make a informed decision. And I've just reached Lower Parel. I'm just reaching my destination in the next 5 minutes, so I'll have to stop the video recording soon. Till then, do like, share, comment and subscribe, guys. I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe, because most of the traffic on my channel right now, which I can see, is from people who have not subscribed. Please do hit the bell icon. It'll help me as well. It'll help you also to it'll help you also stay notified about my new videos. And do let me know your comments and feedback in the comment section below. Till then, ride safe, wear your gear even in city. As I always say to all my friends and riding buddies, that wear your gear. It is better to sweat like a pig than to be skinned like a chicken. See you all in the next one. Bye.